I haven't recorded a video in a minute. Not for any like particular reason. Finals, I guess. um, it was funny. I've spent the last like this is conceited, but like hour just going back and watching some of the videos that I've recorded and posted. Um, I haven't had a lot to say recently. Like a lot of times when I make these videos, like I go on and I'm like, here's my thoughts on this thing. Here's my thoughts on this thing, you know? And recently I've had a lot of just like internal thought and internal thought. Like that's all thoughts, but okay. I've had a lot of internalizing things and a lot of like think tank kind of just hanging on to stuff, whatever. But because of that, I kind of haven't figured out what thoughts I want to go off on about or what thoughts I kind of want to sit on or whatever. But I guess I want to go about life stuff. And it's been really funny to me the past like 20 minutes. I just have been going back and watching some of the videos, even from like a month ago. Even from like a month ago. And I'm even like, wow, she's on to that shit. Like, I don't know. It's just been very funny. But, anyways, though, the past few weeks for me has been very isolating. I'll say that. Very isolating. Um, it's been isolating in a very quiet way when I don't know, like it's been isolating in a certain way. Like I'm a volleyball coach. I love coaching. I love coaching so much. It is like one of my favorite things that I do. And I've been doing a lot of coaching stuff recently and like I had finals, I've been coaching, and I'm gonna have winter break soon, which is like, oh, I'm so excited. But because of coaching stuff, like I unironically had like 4 days in a row where I was doing coaching things, like which I don't normally have that much stuff to do. When it's with that, like it's normally like a day off, a day off, da 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 da. But it was like 4 days in a row, and that like ball rolling type of thing was like very prevalent. And I think because of that, like when I'm in a coach mode, I don't have a lot of time in my head to like slow down. I'm like, no, I can't. I'm in coach mode. Or like, I'm just different things take different priorities. But my two friends recently that I've been close with, like my two friends, but they've also been busy and I kind of haven't been pushing it that much with them. And so because of that, it's just been this hair's pissing me off. Because of that, um I've just had a lot of time like to myself, and that's not a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing. I think that time to yourself is good. I think that there's a big difference between like choosing time to yourself and just only having time to yourself. I think there's a big difference. But I think you can still choose how you come at both of those things. Like I think in a weird way, I have had a lot of time to myself by choice or not, but I'm still actively choosing it. Like this time that I've had to myself has been very much because I haven't really had people to go do stuff with. But I don't want to spend this time like moping or whatever. Like I want to spend this time like, no, I'm choosing this time, to like reflect, work on projects, whatever. But I don't know, it's been very isolating, but in a way where I think that as a coach, I've learned a lot about being a coach, but also about myself. And one of the things that I have learned about myself. I had a coach previously who, regardless of my opinions on them, the way that they present and the way that their players present are often different. So, like, the coach will be very deadpan, focused, whatever. And the players might be having the best time, might be having the worst time, whatever, right? And it's like they're deadpan. And not always, it's not like an always thing, but if the coach is deadpan, the players will still be talking, they're still there, they're still present, they're still trying, like the coach attitude and the player's attitude might not always be aligned, for better or for worse. I noticed that when I try to do that, the players that I have mimic exactly what I do. So, if Coach Brooke is in a pissy mood, or is down, or sassy, or whatever, guess what my players are doing? Exactly that. And I noticed this because we had a tournament recently where my cat has asthma and he's all coughing, wheezing. We had a tournament and it was a double tournament, double day. And a lot of the first day, I was very, kept to myself. I was like, I'm going to keep to myself. Maybe if I'm upset, I'm not going to show it as much as I wish I would. I'm going to show it in this instead of freak out, But because of that, a lot of what I show is what they showed. And when it got so hype and so good and so euphoric, and when I was feeling that, they all started to get there and feel that. And I kept going off about oh, why, woe is me. Why do I have to be the one for them? Why can't they get there on their own? Why can't they be positive and just figure that out on themselves? Because that's my job. And I'm talking to myself. Bitch, because that's your fucking job. That's my job. My job is to do that. My job is to teach them that, And it's I'm looking back on that other coach, and it's I think that's what I lacked from them, was because I was that's supposed to be taught. That is supposed to, the energy levels of, when you're losing a game and being able to, psychotically be give me more. Yes, I'm gonna get it. That's taught, And regardless of that, though, for better or for worse, I'm learning about my personal and individual presence to others. And I'm noticing that I have a privilege in the fact that people often will mimic me. And I've always thought, and this is true, I have always mimicked others. I have always thought that nothing I do is individual, but the friends that I have, I often mimic the friends that I have. The people that I'm around, the romantic relationships I want to pursue, right? That's, if I have friends who hate the world, I hate the world. If I have friends who are into sports, I'm into sports. There's a beauty in that, there's a harm in that, whatever. Right now, there's not a lot of friends in my life going on. So a lot of this is me bouncing from my own thought, or my own opinions, or my own true as you can get, as authentic as you can get, But I noticed it recently with coaching, because I'm they are all younger women, girls, who are looking to me to base their reaction and how the situation is going. And I'm teaching them how to react to things while I'm still learning how to react to things. And there's such a privilege in that, and there's such a beauty within that. And I think I just need to learn more about that,